Doesn't it feel great to be alive on a Flag Day Saturday evening on YouTube as a diehard passionate Pioneer League Battle of Idaho baseball fan or what? Hey baseball fans, Ryan here. I hope you are all having a great weekend so far. Happy Saturday and happy Flag Day as well. For some of you, it is Sunday, so happy Sunday. And to all you fathers out there, happy Father's Day, guys. I want to not waste time in it, so welcome back to the channel of Main Event Baseball with Ryan, Game 2 post-game show of the Idaho Falls Chuckers versus Boise Hawks. Oh yes, guys, we had some Saturday night Battle of Idaho baseball tonight at Hawks Memorial Stadium in lovely Boise, Idaho. But it was not the Chuckers versus the Hawks. It was the Idaho Falls Chuckers taking on, for one night only, the Boise Beavers. That's right. Tonight, the Boise Hawks were the Boise Beavers for only one night only. The starting pitcher for the Boise Hawks tonight in Game 2 was the right-hander of Kyle Moore, making his 2025 Boise Hawks debut, and it would not really go well. The Idaho Falls Chuckers would send 5 men to the plate in the top of the first inning. However, luckily, we were able to turn a double play, turn it around, and the Idaho Falls Chuckers did not score. But it was mainly a rough night tonight for the Boise Beavers, because the top of the second inning, the Idaho Falls Chuckers would send 7 men to the plate, and they would be able to put on 2 runs and get an early 2-0 lead. The Boise Hawks' first hit of the game did not come until the 3rd inning on, boom, Jake Shelley. And we'll get back to Jake Shelley, but his first at bat tonight, a solo home run. Absolutely nana, no doubt about it. He was able to turn it into a 3-1 lead in favor of the Chuckers, but the Chuckers would score 2 again in the 4th inning, guys, and they would be able to turn it into a 5-1 lead. But that 5-1 lead, nana, would not be for very long. The bottom of the 4th inning, the Hawks were able to score a run and make it a 5-2 ball game. We go to the 6th inning. The Idaho Falls Chuckers were able to put on 1 run in the top of the 6th inning. They were able to take a 6-2 lead. The Hawks would be able to score 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th, and they were able, the first one was on a Noah Marcello RBI triple. Very next batter, Paul Myro, the 4th, gets a ground out, but with Paul Myro's ground out in the bottom of the 8th, he cut the lead to 6-4 in favor of the Chuckers. But the Idaho Falls Chuckers, guys, were able to shut down the Hawks in the bottom of the 9th, and on a Saturday evening and a Flag Day evening, the Idaho Falls Chuckers take Game 2 of the 3-game series by a final score of 6-4. Tomorrow, guys, will be Father's Day. It will be Boise Papa Fritas baseball when they take on the Idaho Falls Chuckers to take the winning game tomorrow. Again, guys, day game baseball for Papa Fritas tomorrow. The winner of tomorrow will win the series. Okay, you guys were probably wondering about the Battle of Idaho, and with the Idaho Falls Chuckers win tonight, they win game number 8 against the Boise Hawks. But how nana, the Battle of Idaho is nana, not quite over for the Boise Hawks. But the Boise Hawks, guys, are really, really in the deep waters now for one reason. They can only keep the Traffic Cone Trophy on one condition and only one condition. And that one condition is they would have to win the remaining 7 games against the Idaho Falls Truckers, because, guys, after tomorrow afternoon, the Idaho Falls Truckers Boise Hawks will only have 6 games remaining. So the Boise Hawks, to keep the Traffic Cone Trophy, have to win the next 7 games against the Idaho Falls Truckers, and there are only 7 games remaining in the Battle of Idaho in the Pioneer League. But you thought that the Battle of Idaho on Flag Day Saturday evening was bad for the Boise Hawks. They had a little bit of a second chance tonight in the game, and that was in the Home Run Derby. I will let you guys know I got the Home Run Derby on video. It will be on the channel either tomorrow or Monday, one of those 2 days for sure. But the Idaho Falls Truckers did not just win tonight's game, they also won the Home Run Derby. It was interesting how it ended, guys. The first round of the Home Run Derby tonight at Hawks Memorial Stadium, the Idaho Falls Truckers won it. The second round of the Home Run Derby, the Boise Hawks and the Truckers tied it. But due to the Truckers winning the first round of the Home Run Derby, they were able to pick up a double win at Hawks Memorial Stadium tonight. So it was definitely not a fun Saturday for the Boise Hawks or the Boise Beavers, whatever you want to call them, guys. But game 2, final score, the Idaho Falls Truckers beat the Boise Hawks or the Boise Beavers 6-4. Game 3 between the Truckers and Papa Fritas is tomorrow afternoon at 1:05 Mountain Daylight Time. First pitch. All right, guys, and then just a reminder, guys, either tomorrow or Monday on the channel, we will have the video footage from tonight's Home Run Derby. I do want to let you guys know, if you are wanting to see a Boise Hawk Home Run Derby, the next time the Hawks will be at home for Home Run Derby night is 2 weeks from tonight when they host the Oakland Ballers. And that Home Run Derby 2 weeks from tonight will be pregame and not postgame. All right, guys, other than that, that is all I have for you guys on this edition of the postgame show for the Battle of Idaho and Main Event Baseball with Ryan. Kind of a short postgame show tonight, but you know what, guys? It was still a great night. The Boise Beavers are 0-1 on the 2025 Pioneer League season, and unfortunately, the Boise Beavers will finish 0-1 in the 2025 Pioneer League season. The Boise Hawks will not become the Boise Beavers for the remaining of the season. Shout out to the store Shields, guys. They were the sponsor of tonight's Boise Beavers jersey. They were actually called the Boise Battle Beavers. But if you were at the game tonight, I want to know what you thought of the jerseys, guys. My mom liked them. They actually looked not that bad if you ask me. But yeah, there you go. All right, guys. Well, it was, again, it was definitely not a fun flag day at the ballpark for the Boise Beavers, but it was an excellent, fun flag day for the Idaho Falls Truckers. They remain in first place in the Pioneer League. The Boise Beavers or the Boise Hawks with a loss tonight fall down in the standings again. But the more important news is the Battle of Idaho, guys. The Boise Hawks are in extreme danger of losing that Traffic Cone Trophy. There is only one way they can keep it. They would have to win the next 7 games against the Truckers, and the Idaho Falls Truckers are in first place in the Pioneer League, guys. So it will be a tough one tomorrow. However, guys, the Boise Hawks or the Boise Papa Fritas are in action at 1:05 tomorrow, and they have the chance to take the series from the Idaho Falls Chuckers. So, yeah, guys, very, very important game at Hawks Memorial Stadium tomorrow night.